What happened next would shake an entire nation and ignite a conversation about race, power, and justice that still burns today. The Bronx, New York City. A young man named Amadou Diallo stepped out of his apartment building at 1157 Wheeler Avenue. He was 22 years old. He had dreams. He sold socks and videos on 14th Street to save money. He sent money back to his family in Guinea, West Africa. He was studying to go to college. That night, he was just standing outside his own front door, just breathing the cold winter air, just existing. 4 plainclothes officers from the New York City Street Crime Unit were patrolling the neighborhood. He was someone's son, someone's friend. He was a human being. Because when stories like this make the news, the humanity of the victim often gets buried under legal language and political debate. Amadou Diallo was born on September 2, 1976, in Labe, Guinea. He came from a family of diamond traders. He was deeply religious, soft-spoken, and known for his warm smile. He immigrated to the United States with hope in his heart. He worked long hours on the streets of Manhattan, saving every dollar. His neighbors in the Bronx described him as respectful, quiet, and kind. He was not a criminal. He had no criminal record. A wound in the chest of every community that had ever felt unseen, unprotected, and undervalued by the very systems meant to serve them. They said they thought he was reaching for a weapon. He was reaching for his wallet, his identification. He was doing what any person would do when approached by law enforcement. He was trying to show who he was. The officers fired 41 shots. 41. Amadou was struck 19 times. He died on the steps of his own building. No weapon was found. No criminal activity had taken place. The 4 officers, Sean Carroll, Richard Murphy, Edward McMillan, and Kenneth Boss, were charged with second-degree murder and reckless endangerment. The trial was moved from the Bronx to Albany, New York, a decision that many felt was the first sign that justice would not be served. On February 25, 2000, all 4 officers were acquitted, not guilty on all counts. The courtroom fell silent. Outside, the pain was loud. Protests erupted across New York City. Artists, activists, and ordinary citizens poured into the streets. Bruce Springsteen wrote a song called American Skin, 41 Shots. The verdict sent a message that many communities had already heard too many times before. That some lives are worth less in the eyes of the law, and that should have been enough. That should have always been enough. It was part of a long and painful pattern. A pattern that communities of color in America have documented, mourned, and protested for generations. His story became a foundation for conversations about racial profiling, use of force policies, and police accountability. The Amadou Diallo Foundation was established by his mother, Khadijatou Diallo, to promote education, justice, and cross-cultural understanding. His name is spoken alongside others who came after him. Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. Each name a reminder that the fight is not over. But Amadou's story also reminds us of something else.